It's the Juicery Podcast Show.
Hey yo, what's up, guys? Private Ryan here, and welcome back for another Juicery podcast show.
It's about time.
Where am I? What year is it?
It's supposed to be. It's been a while, right?
Yeah,
It's
we
always
finished.
it's been a while with this channel.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been
our
over a
staple.
quarter, I think.
Yes,
Over a
that's our
quarter.
staple line. It's about time, and it's been a while.
What do you mean a
I haven't
quarter?
introduced you guys
Two
yet. So with
quarters.
me,
Oh, okay.
it's Job CP and Bench. Say hello, guys.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jamzi P, and welcome to the Juicery Podcast Show once again. Hello, guys. Wow, we just finished our hiatus before, and this might be our second hiatus coming back from hiatus again.
Life happens.
Yeah, life
Yeah,
happens.
true.
How
That.
are you, Bench? How are you doing?
Hello, I'm Benj. As you can hear from my voice, I'm not too cool right now, but we're
Mm-hmm.
hanging in
Mhm.
there. Welcome back to
Yep,
the show. You guys
yep,
ready
yep, yep.
Welcome
to
back. Welcome back.
hear another movie review?
Actually, this is a late movie review. This was released, I think, back last year, around August. Uh,
Wait,
Oh, this is
really?
this year. August this year.
Yeah,
yeah.
August this year. It's
Oh,
not 2023 yet.
I was
Are you
talking.
gonna are you gonna post this after
Well,
New Year?
people will listen to this by 2023, but you get the
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
but it
So
just arrived in streaming. I think it came 2 weeks ago to Netflix and Google
Yep, that's why we're watching it because it's on Netflix now.
because
exactly.
we've missed it, right, in the theaters. During that time, I don't think we're back at watching.
We were, but
Yeah.
we're very picky on what we see because we can die.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
I
still
missed a
the
couple.
pandemic, guys.
It's a risk.
Despite despite popular belief,
Yeah.
we are still in the pandemic.
Am I risking my life for Brad Pitt? Nope.
Mhm.
All
Well, I
right, so
could risk my life for
I
Joey King
I
anyway.
risked
so the
my life
movie, yeah,
I
for
risk my
the movie
life
that
for
we're
Joey
gonna
King.
Doctor Strange.
the movie that we're gonna do the review today is called Bullet Train.
Bullet train.
Yeah, they haven't known the movie yet. Just
Yeah.
read it, the titles.
Yeah, you need to say it in
So
in a fancier way, like
yeah,
bullet train.
Bullet Train. Who's the cast? Jobs, will you do the honors?
Sure. So this movie stars a really great ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
Starting out with the main protagonist, Brad Pitt. We also have Joey King, the
Mm-hmm.
star from the Kissing Booth. We also have Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Brian Tyree Henry. There's also Andrew Koji, who plays Asam in The Warrior. We also have Hiroyuki Sanada, our legendary
Oh,
Japanese actor, who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Michael Shannon is here, the great Michael Shannon. And there's also Bad Bunny. Who's Bad Bunny? I really don't know who Bad Bunny is. Yeah.
he's a
Uh,
rapper. The Wolf.
yeah, that's what I read from Wikipedia. There's also Logan Lerman,
Mm-hmm.
Zazie Beats, minor roles from Karen Fukuhara,
Yeah, minor roles.
yeah, Masioka from Heroes, Hiro from the series
Hero.
Heroes,
Hero.
yes, and we also have Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, as the
Uh,
voice.
yep. She actually sounds Sandra Bullock, and my hunch was right
Yeah,
when I heard that. Yeah.
it's all over the place. You can tell by the voice, the way she accentuated all those voices that we've
Mhm.
heard from her from all those movies that we've seen her.
Yep.
So it's really Sandra Bullock, guys.
Yes.
So
And there's
Bench, do
there's
you
also
have
an there's also an uncredited role from you know who.
yeah somebody?
Yeah,
Bench,
but we won't spoil it.
we'll do the spoiler warning for now, Joms, because
Yeah,
if we look at more into the cast, they will be spoiled.
exactly.
What am I
So
going to
no,
do? Am
For the
I?
you're gonna say that on the first part of this review there will be spoiler-free review, but on the second
Yeah.
part,
Okay. So spoiler warning. Spoiler alert. Everyone who's still listening right now, who hasn't seen the movie, renew your Netflix accounts and go watch this scene or this series of scenes because this is a film, and go back to us once you're done. But before you go, please click the like and subscribe buttons and comment here when you're back so we can continue on with the review.
Yeah, and follow us on Spotify.
Yeah, we still have Spotify.
Yes, yes, we still have Spotify.
where else?
And
I think we have Apple Music.
oh, Apple Music, yeah, yeah. And donate to our Patreon,
Yes.
so we can continue providing you with really amazing movie reviews
And
and we need to get
gameplays.
monetized.
Game-
Oh yeah, we forgot our gameplays.
We have gameplays.
Yeah. we forgot.
Oh, I forgot we had that. Been a while.
it's been a while. All right. So this film is budgeted with $90 million. So most of it went to the stars because it's a star ensemble cast,
Mhm.
and then the CGI. So the CGI is top notch for the film 2022. You would really feel that Bullet Train is made recently
Mhm.
as compared to other films. So
Yeah.
Bench, will you
Guys,
do the honors and do the synopsis?
uh
All right. Wait, are you going to say something, James?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say something. With a budget of 90 million, don't you think the actors who starred in this was a bit generous to the
Yes.
production when they made it?
What do you mean? Like they paid less?
Yeah.
They
But
knew that this is going to be a Netflix film,
Mhm.
and Brad Pitt and three other cast are already making a Netflix movie. I think they come in a bundle to finish a
Okay,
few
okay.
movies. Yeah,
So probably the budget for the actors wasn't included in this. I don't know. Because they
could
already
be.
had like a contract in Netflix. Probably.
yeah, to do a series of films, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that more later. So here's a quick synopsis of the film. So we started with Brad Pitt's character, Ladybug. And he is covering for a coworker. So
Mhm.
the coworker will know later more about him. So his job is to pick up a very specific briefcase. So a briefcase, silver briefcase with a sticker of a train on his handle.
Mhm.
And that's our main like thingamajig.
Plot
To,
point. Yeah, plot
what's
point.
the term for stuff that moves the plot?
MacGuffin.
MacGuffin. And that's our main MacGuffin here, where the only job he needs to do is to retrieve that and then step off the train. But hilarity ensues. So after that, we're introduced to two assassins, two English assassins, Lemon and Tangerine. Who Lemon is very attached to Thomas the Tank Engine. And if you were a kid at that time, Tangerine does a great Ringo Starr impression. So like he
Mhm.
narrated most of it. Um,
Mhm.
They're,
and
they're both Beatles fans, right? Beatles fans.
did they say that?
They have converse on one part. It's a lot of conversation all throughout. So
Regarding the Beatles.
Yeah,
yeah,
that might flew over my head. But so they have their own job here is to secure the son of White Death, and
yes, White.
we'll know more
Yeah.
about him later. And
Mhm.
so these two guys, that's their job to get the son of Whitehead and also get the ransom money that was on their briefcase. So that's how they're connected to Ladybug. We also got introduced to who's next? I think there's more. But yeah, so
Yeah.
those are the key players, by the way. And eventually we'll get
Mhm.
introduced to Andrew
Another
Koji's
set. Yeah,
Yeah.
another set of
another set of
assassins.
characters. So Andrew
Yeah.
Koji is also here to do a job, which is to kill Joey King's character, which is the daughter of White Death.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we know from their conversation that Joey King pushed Andrew Koji's kid. So he gets on the train and then try to assassinate him, and then eventually push Andrew Koji to kill White Death himself. Um, that's what happens in the train, and there's a lot of in between. I think at some point they
Mm-hmm.
also got interrupted by the men of White Death. We see some like hilarity in terms of puppeting White Death's son. Like he's already dead. Oh, by the way, yeah, he died in the train by one of the what's the character? They have a name for the mascot, like Momomon,
Momonga.
Momonga.
Yeah.
So
Momonga.
that it's kind of foreboding. We can see that mascot all over the place, and then suddenly like he's stabbing he's stabbing the White Death's son with the syringe of poison, and it turns out it's one of the person that who has a job in the train, which is Hornet, is to
Yeah, the
kill
Hornet.
kill the son, get the money from the briefcase. So they all converge in that briefcase, and they were all
Intertwined.
yeah, they were all orchestrated
Yeah.
by the White Death. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
but there's some random guy here, well, not really random. He's the wolf. So
Mhm.
he was there
Named
to
by some Bad Bunny. Oh, I still don't
yeah,
know.
he was there to avenge the death of his mafia boss as well as the death of his wife, Mika Rason. Of it. He
Yeah.
said like twice. Once when his wife dies, and then another when he actually stabbed himself with the large knife. Uh, so they're all converging into this train, and then eventually the train needs to depart at Kyoto, where White Death is waiting for them. And eventually, it all culminates to White Death actually succumbing to the trap that her daughter set up for him. And there's
Yeah.
other guy there. I think I missed Hiroyuki Sanada somewhere
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
There's another
Hiroyuki Sanada.
subplot. Yeah,
It-
subplot
The,
going
the
on.
subplot there is he came in just
bit
to
later.
show support for his son who we thought was dead and
Mm-hmm.
actually was alive for some reason, and fulfill his fate to avenge his family's demise and as well his
Yeah.
mafia boss. So all ends well with Ladybug finishing his job, and we get to see Sandra Bullock escorting her out. So that's a very condensed
Convoluted.
uh,
Convoluted.
Yep.
summary of it.
Concise. Yeah, short and concise.
Very much
Summary.
skip through all of the hilarity, but that's basically the premise. Like we have to get Brad Pitt, get the briefcase, and then all of it was disrupted by orchestration of the White Death. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's it. How
Mhm.
did I do? 2 minutes.
You did well. You did well.
Okay.
Good job. Good job.
So on all of those, I think where this is where we enter the spoiler territory. Well, the
You
synopsis is
already
the
did some
spoiler,
spoilers.
but
You
more
already did some
on
spoilers.
more on how do the story played out. What was your like favorite like string of in the story there? Like what was your favorite part? Anyone out of you two who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. So you mentioned hilarious stuff happening. So the first part is the White Death is a Russian guy who
Mhm.
took over a Yakuza family, killed everyone, which he thought he killed everyone, but he let one guy live, and that
Did he let
started.
one guy live, or
He let
did
he let he
escape?
let Sanada live, who's Scorpion live. What's the
Mhm.
name? Scorpion. So that
Ryuko Sanada.
that starts the cog of this machine of revenge that where we are right now. So from that story alone, it's weird and hilarious. The part that a white
Mhm.
Russian guy
Mhm.
destroys an entire Yakuza family. Also, there's a lot of plot twist left and right that could happen. So if you're gonna watch the movie, you might be kicked into the past, like 15 minutes ago, 3 weeks ago, or 2 years ago, and then it
Mhm.
will come back and forth. It's like stitching back to
Yeah,
know.
there were a lot
Yeah.
of revelations.
Hmm.
Like, oh, so that's what happened before.
Yes, yes. And most of them are a dark comedy type of plot points. So it's very hilarious in my end. It's very funny.
Mhm.
How about you, Joms?
Well, for me, I mean, the whole movie itself was really entertaining. I mean, looking at it in a bird's eye point of view, I mean, we see five different assassins. Was it five or probably five
Was
or
it
more?
5?
Yeah, five. The count is five.
Yeah, the five assassins trying to do their jobs, not knowing that every purpose that they have were interconnected into one whole plot, which is or one whole driving force, which is like what you said earlier, Bench, was the MacGuffin, which is the briefcase, or which probably leads or which ultimately leads to the White Death. So everything is connected to White
Mm.
Death. We also recognize Joey King's character, which is the prince. She's the daughter of the White Death
Hmm.
who feels like she's being neglected and she wants to be recognized by his
Father.
dad
Yeah.
Yeah.
by killing him.
And he
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 feel
got like a good plan going. Like
Hmm.
yeah.
after 31st attempt or 31 attempts, all of them died by their own
Yeah.
weapon. So I'll put C4 in this gun.
Mm,
Hopefully he'll use it. And that's what eventually happened. And you're right, like it's you're right that they're all connected to the White Death, but we also got like an exposition where I actually orchestrated all of this. All of you guys are assholes who somehow killed my wife at some point. Even the son
Hmm.
is getting revenge on it.
yeah.
So but I think the end was what's funny is one thing that he didn't accounted for was Carver being filled in by
Yeah.
someone else.
Yes, yes,
Yes. So
yes.
Carver was not supposed to be part of it all. He was a
Mhm.
stand-in, a proxy
Yeah.
for somebody. I think
Carver
we
was
can spoil his
supposed
name.
to be in there, and Ladybug
Mhm.
was covering for him.
Yeah, Ladybug was the proxy. Was the proxy for Carver.
Exactly.
So
He was
Carver
actually,
was played
yeah,
by
Ryan
Brian
Reynolds.
Reynolds. And people say he was an asshole.
Yeah,
As a
they
character, I
made
mean.
they made sure that I'm sorry for your loss. Carver is an asshole.
What I see about this is that Brad Pitt for the whole movie, he was like the odd man out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
All the time he was trying to figure out why is these guys
Trying to
uh
kill him.
yes, exactly. Like for example, when Bad Bunny or the wolf enters a fray, he has no idea why this guy is killing him. And then the humor here is that he really doesn't know. He's like out of place. He doesn't know what's happening. He's talking to Maria, who's played by Sandra Bullock. What's going
Hmm.
on? Why is everyone trying to kill me? Well, I
And
really have bad luck.
yeah,
Something
he
like
blames
that.
it on luck.
Yeah. In contrast with Joey King, where she feels like the prince,
Hmm. She's very
where
lucky.
she feels like she is so lucky and everything is going her way. So it also the subplot revolves around that. And finally, at the end of the movie, we see that luck isn't in her side because
Yeah. She got Regina George.
yeah,
What was that? Regina George with the truck
yes,
Yeah.
which we found out was
full of tangerines
yes, full of tangerines driven by
by lemon.
Tangerine.
No,
Oh,
by
By
lemon.
oh
lemon.
yeah, by the
Yeah.
That's
lemon.
his
As an
retribution.
revenge for
Yes.
Tangerine.
Yes. And there was also the reason why I wasn't expounding on Aaron Taylor Johnson
Hmm.
and Brian Tyree Henry's character because for me, I think you guys could agree with me because these two assassins, Lemon and Tangerine,
Hmm.
probably drove the whole story
Yes.
around. I mean, they were really entertaining. They did a really good job playing as the two sibling assassin, quote unquote.
The
They really
twins.
did.
They're
Yeah,
called the
the twins.
twins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone I talk with who watch this film agree they want a spin-off series with these two, Tangerine and Lemon. Probably
Mhm.
before the happenings of this
Yeah.
film, if they have
They
some
do
spin-off.
the Bolivia. They
The
probably
Bolivian
relive the
job.
Bolivian job. Yeah.
Yeah, how they describe the Bolivians, like they sound like they're really proud of it, but they just
Mm-hmm.
massacred a ton of guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Brad Pitt's character was there. He was shot. That was the recurring joke. But you shot me.
Twice.
No,
Twice.
it's not. It's not even in the same place. His nickname, Lemon's nickname to Ladybug is Johannesburg because
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
met in a
Johannesburg.
different place. So it kind of adds to, yeah, he knows this
the-
guy, but it's not that particular time. That's why they were in the train. So
Mhm.
like you need Brad Pitt's character there because he's the add one out. He
Mhm.
doesn't really know what's happening. Like all of the other characters are there for a reason. It's just there to pick up something.
Yeah, it's filling in for
Filling in for
for
their a
Carver.
coworker,
Yeah.
and got all of it into this
What
fight.
happened to Carver? Did he call in sick? I
Yeah,
remember
it's
that was
stomach
the joke.
flu.
He
He
said
had
he
he
has a
had
stomach
stomach
flu,
flu.
but
That was
after fully expounding it, he doesn't do those types of work. He
Mhm.
yeah.
doesn't do
So
pick up.
it's an excuse, right?
Yeah, it's an
Just to
excuse. So people can
he
relate to
hates
it.
pickup work.
Yeah.
Yes. And to think that he is the one connected to White Death because
Yeah, he's the one that
uh
caused everything
yeah,
to move.
exactly. I mean, he Carver or Ryan Reynolds' character was the one who killed White Death's wife. He was the
Eh,
one who hit the car. You know,
Yeah.
he got Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift style.
It's like who died in Fast and Furious? Han, yeah,
Han,
Han's
yeah,
there.
he got
Yeah.
Han.
So many. He died
She has
so
got
many
Han.
times.
Exactly.
Okay.
This film though is not for kids. I remember this is
No, it is
rated
not.
R.
Like
I don't
there's a
think so.
lot of blood in this one.
Yes,
Blood and
despite the continuous reference of Thomas the Tank Engine by
Yeah.
Lemon.
not for kids,
There's
guys.
nothing here that I'm not even sure if like we there's any like censorship in Netflix, but yeah, there's a lot of blood. Like, I'm not,
Mhm.
maybe in
Yes.
the actual film that was screened,
Mhm.
there's maybe more, but
Yeah, and brutality is the
yeah,
brutality here.
the
Yeah, it's
way
top notch.
the
Over the
way White Death died, like he got slashed in the shoulder, still
Oh
moving,
yeah.
and then eventually got blown up. Like
Yeah, in the face.
he'll die eventually, but yeah, I think that secures it.
Yep, double tap.
and the deaths, it's like the lives of the people are
Really
just easy to
expendable. Yeah.
expendable. So it's
There,
Yeah.
part of the joke. It's part of
there,
the comedy.
there's two guys there that like they're arguing. Why do we need to open it? Why don't he do it himself? What if this is booby trapped?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
lo and behold, it is.
It
Uh,
was movie trap.
this mask won't protect us from anything.
Yeah.
So the style reminds me of Tarantino style. A lot of like that reference,
Mhm.
self
Self-ref.
awareness. Yeah, inside the film, but still the
Yeah, kind of
the
felt
hilarity.
like it. Yeah, it kind of felt like a Tarantino film to me. You know, especially because probably Brad Pitt was
Yeah.
there.
It being non-linear.
Yes,
Yeah,
being
as well. Yeah,
non-linear.
man.
Yeah, I saw that in Glorious Bastards. You know, they had some non-linear storylines there as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, most of his movies are like that. Mhm.
I also
So,
remember two characters here
mhm.
who just entered the scene only to die. I mean, like
Few minutes after.
yes, a few minutes. Like for example, the wolf. Every time they have a flashback. Every time they have a
Mhm.
flashback, they're gonna die. Like for example, for the
Yeah,
case of the wolf, you know, his whole
Yeah,
life
it started
story.
with when he was a kid in his flashback and then just dying in the next scene.
Yes,
Like that-
exactly.
it adds being the joke, the
Mhm,
dark humor. It adds to the dark humor a lot
mhm.
when you
Mhm.
do
And the
that.
Hornet, you know, the Hornet
Yeah, as well.
flashback, backstory again, only to die by the venom that he uses or the poison that she uses, to kill her victims.
But
Yeah, camera work is also great. The
Yes.
actions
mm,
are.
Hmm.
It's typically like a John Wick with lots of lighting
well,
It's clean. I mean, the action was
for lights.
clean.
Yeah, very clean.
yeah, you can see the resemblance to John Wick here. Like they tried to make sure that it's almost one scene whenever there's a fight starting. And if they're cutting, they're moving to a different like part of the train.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why like this is directed by the guy who like did Deadpool 2
Yeah,
and also
Revolution.
one of the John Wick movies. So kinda know what he's doing. I
Mhm.
think just going back to Hornet, anyone of you like kinda thought that mascot is in there for too long, like maybe he's part of the movie. Do you have any like
Yeah, I
I
foreboding?
think
was
it's
yes, I was kind of getting sus when the character was appearing
Yeah,
more than it's expected. More than
yeah.
expected.
yeah. Well,
It's
he tried
supposed to
the mascot
significant part.
tried to get the briefcase as early as
Exactly.
again like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and then
this is
Brad Pitt
Chekhov's.
punched him in the face.
So this is like Chekhov's gun. If someone is on a mascot with people like killing each other, that mascot will somehow join the club, eventually. And I just appreciate how well in a mascot's like glove, we can still like push a syringe into someone's neck. Like the
Mm.
dexterity is still there.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but I think there's just one scene here that I don't think I get an answer is how did Andrew Koji still well how he's still alive after getting shot in the gut? Like we didn't get
Probably a clean
no
shot.
vital
It
organs.
didn't. Yeah, no vital organs. There is space between your yes,
Uh,
your vital organs in your belly, I
I don't
think.
know about that.
So that's where the plot came in when everything is
Yes.
being pushed.
Yeah, basically it's called plot armor.
Convenience. Yeah.
I don't know. Because we got an explanation for Lemon, like, oh, he was just asleep and he has his vest on. But we didn't get that.
Yeah.
Maybe just the will to save his son. But
Mhm.
I don't think we're doing that in this type of movie. Uh,
Yeah. Here, what do you call this? Himura's character was probably in the whole movie. Himura and the Elder was probably the serious driving force
Yeah.
in this movie. I mean, we have the comedy, we have the brutality on the with the different characters and like the silent, quick death scenes everywhere. But we see Himura and the Elder being like the moral compass in the
yeah. And they kind of like became self-aware again. Like, why are you saying we're a plum? How are we the plum? Who is the farmer? So they're,
yeah.
and like, how Hiroyuki Sanada sounds like, we are the plum, and you blame the farmer, like, and when he explains it, it sounds cool, but as soon as you kind of question the metaphors he's using, it kind of falls apart. So like, these are not the people to or like the audience to get a very like
Profound.
profound message type of thing.
Uh,
They're assholes.
yeah.
It's like
Even
funny.
even even Lemon was retorting like, why are you giving us fucking metaphors?
Yeah. Until the end, he was like, Ladybug is still doing it. No, how are we the plum? Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think at the end of it, it closes well. Like we get
It
to
was
know,
satisfying.
yeah, it's
It
very
was
satisfying.
satisfying.
We get to know why Brad Pitt is out of place and all of that.
Mhm.
And it got resolved by White Death getting his
Demise.
comeuppance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything that you want to recall that's kind of good to remember?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. I'd start with the train. So
Yeah.
The train
well,
itself.
the train in Japan is
Wait,
really cool.
before you
So
continue, all of us have been in the Shinkansen, right?
Not yet. Me, I haven't.
How did you get to Narita to Tokyo from Narita?
I rode a
You rode the
normal
bus?
train. A normal train.
Ew. How about you, Ryan? Did you
What?
when you were in Japan, Ryan? Did you
Yeah.
take the Shinkansen? Okay, we're
Yes. Yes.
2 out of 3 proper people.
Oh, fuck you guys.
You're poor. Why didn't you take the
No.
Shinkansen?
No, I mean, there's no point. I mean, I haven't tried. I was supposed to take it if we're going to Osaka because we were in Tokyo and we were supposed to take it to going to Osaka. But
Dude, the
we,
view is really nice. Like
Yeah.
if you're going
mm,
to Japan, it's expensive to take the
yeah,
Shinkansen.
I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know,
But the
yeah.
It's
experience, yeah,
yeah,
you're supposed to ride it for the experience.
the
Yeah.
experience is really
At least there's something
worth
I
it.
say look forward to when I come back.
Okay, when you come
No,
back,
you
You
missed
know.
it. You missed the chance.
Ah.
just go, just watch the bullet train.
Yeah.
They'll be
Yeah.
closing the windows now.
Ah, no.
So
Oh,
all of
yeah.
us have been to visited Japan, and
Mm-hmm.
I think what's different in this their Shinkansen it's too, I think it's too small.
Yeah,
The
it's
real
small.
train is like much more wider. There's more room.
Mhm.
Plus the connecting the how each of the cars are connected. It's not
Mhm.
just like passages. It's an actual room where there's some vending machines. There's also a bathroom in there. So I think that's what's missing. If you're a viewer who hasn't experienced that, you might, and as soon as you experience Shinkansen, it's going to be different. It's not that train looking. It's a proper transportation.
I think the Shinkansen that they were referencing to was the Tokaido Shinkansen,
Yeah,
and I've been looking at the interior, and it looks kind of the same.
it's
Well,
out of town.
What where you guys got seated on the
'Cause
Shinkansen
there
is
were
probably a
15
different.
stops. I think
Yeah.
15 stops all in all. So
yeah.
this is farther away from the one that.
Well, you start
Uh,
at Narita,
mm.
if I can remember it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tokaido Shinkansen route is from Tokyo to Kyoto.
Oh, so that's okay. So you have
It's a
to
different.
take
This is
off.
a
Yeah.
different
This was the.
line.
Oh, it's a JR line.
Yeah.
It's the poor people. Joke only.
What's it? I remember they were outside the train, right?
Actually,
When the train was
that's what's
moving, yeah.
really different is the train station actually itself. It doesn't look like that.
Mhm.
It's more narrower because you're not going to really wait in there for
Oh
for
yeah,
your train because you'll hop on right away. Just the strength of Kick Ass here, like he was hanging on the window of a bullet train who's running like 300 meters per second.
Mhm.
So
and he was staying there, and he was able to come back in, right?
yeah, he was able to do that. He just punched his way through.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
it's so cool.
Anyway,
That was
Um,
probably the heart-stopping action or like suspense moment in the.
no, you'll get
in the.
tackled. Like if you try that in Japan, they'll tackle you and put you in jail. So don't do that.
You'll be thrown away with how fast the train is.
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, do not try this in Japan.
Do not try this in Japan. Number one, murder people. Don't do that.
Exactly.
And jump in. Yeah, I just wish someone like just do so all of those YouTube videos where things not to do in Japan. Number one, murder people. Don't do that there. Anyway, Ryan,
Number
you were saying something, Ryan.
Let them murder themselves, Joe.
That's dark, man. Even for you.
Hey Ryan, you're going to say about what you like about the movie that we didn't mention.
Yes.
Yeah, the train. So it fits well with the title, the bullet train. Everything happened inside the bullet train. We get the backstories, we get the previous days, previous week stories, but everything happened inside the bullet train. It's like the movie where Samuel Jackson did what was that film? It's in that airplane.
Snakes in there.
Snakes on the.
Yeah, snakes in the plane. But this one is extreme. This is more brutal. and
There's a snake on the
violence.
train.
Yeah, the poison.
Yeah, there was.
Way
there
more
was.
snake on the train. But the story is really good. Keeps you guessing. Keeps you picking. Yeah, that guy. No, this guy. No, that girl. But in the end, everything is a stitch back, and you will know the entire story. So this is a good watch for me.
Mhm.
It is.
How-
It is an entertaining watch on Netflix.
Yeah. How about you,
So-
Joms? Anything more to add before we head to rating the movie?
I actually noticed as well the Japanese covers.
Oh yeah, and they did that a lot.
Yes, I was actually curious a few months back because they were playing a
The
Japanese
Bee Gees.
version of Staying Alive
Yeah, the Bee Gees. Yeah.
on in the radio. And I was curious, why are they playing this in the radio?
It's
Japanese version
yeah,
of Bee Gees. And then I realized that this was
promoting. Yeah.
promoting the movie. They also had a Japanese version for Holding Out for a Hero. We was like, oh, this is so cool.
So you
Yeah.
like that?
So
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, having a Japanese cover for it, and this time, it's a breath of fresh air. But everything else, it's. I actually like the whole movie.
Mm.
Its entirety. I mean, from the plot twists to
Mhm.
the humor and the conversations. I mean, it wasn't heavy, and Brad Pitt comes off to me as like an entertaining annoyance because, like you say, he does not know what's happening
Yeah.
with the whole movie. Like for example, he's getting killed by the wolf. Like, chill, man. I don't know you. I don't know what's happening. The fact that his obliviousness runs the story around. So to make people wonder, is he really? I mean,
That naive, right?
yes.
Or is he
I
really
mean,
part of the
why is he
plot?
really
Yeah.
there? He puts the audience at his side, because
Mhm. We don't know what's happening.
exactly,
We just need
exactly.
to. Yeah.
So everything else ties in, and it's an amazing. The cast was amazing. The movie is good. I mean, it's awesome for me.
Okay. The movie is good. Let's go
Mhm.
now to rating
You were gonna say something about.
rating the movie. Do
Mhm.
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
Josh.
So again, with the usual rating of 5 stars, I'm rating this
Mhm.
3.5. Um, I can't remember how much I rated the Greyman, but I think it's going to be similar.
Mhm.
It's a well-paced action movie. I don't feel like I wasted time watching it.
Mhm.
I need to really pay attention. So that I think that's one good trait of it. The story is well. I think it's well done. It's not too convoluted. Like even though there's a lot of branching
Mhm.
parts to it, it's still something that you can understand. Like the first time I watched it is I was working when I first watched it, and I had to watch it again. I didn't miss anything. Um, so yeah, 3.5 for me. It's overall a good movie, good watch, good use of your time.
Nice, nice.
What's
How about you,
next?
Jones?
3.5. I'm gonna score this around 3.7. Probably around 3.7, 3.8. The movie is entertaining. It's a really good watch. I mean, if you want something to watch on Netflix, that you really would enjoy and not just pass the time, this is the movie that you can watch. You know, Coupled with the fact that the ensemble of stars is something to look forward to, and there were some performances that were lackluster,
Mhm.
uh, that didn't really, I'd like to see more of. We haven't even told them about Channing Tatum. I was actually thinking that Channing Tatum will play like a more developed part, a more
Like the sex
complex
stuff.
part. Yes,
Yeah.
except for the sex
He's a
stuff.
closet gay in this film.
Well, we
Yes,
can't assume that.
yes,
Maybe
yes.
it's
We
just
can't
into
exactly.
queer stuff.
Maybe he's just adventurous, or curious. We wouldn't know. Yeah, we wouldn't know because
We don't
his character
know.
wasn't
Yeah.
developed.
He
Which
just
at
had
some
two
point.
lines.
He was
Yes,
no.
yeah,
He has a couple of minutes
he had a
back.
couple of minutes, but yeah, the movie could do more, but as a movie itself, it was a great watch. The music, the direction, the cinematography was on point. I really love the humor, the Thomas the Tank. I think one catch for me was that there were too much Thomas the Tank Engine reference. It was probably more than
He
what
grown
the
too
plot
old. Yeah.
could, more than how it should, or how much it should be added to the movie. So I mean, we get it. We get it.
Oh,
Tangerine loves
they're on a bullet
Thomas.
train. That's why they're talking about Thomas the
Still,
Tank.
it's too
It
much.
pinpoints
It was a bit too
the
much.
bad guy, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
pinpoints.
we get that, but it was
You're a
there were
diesel.
lines.
You're the
I'm a
diesel.
You're a diesel.
No, I'm not a diesel. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. I mean, he could enumerate all the characters of the Thomas the Tank Engine, but it takes too much time. It took too much time from the movie that it wasn't really that. It was important, but it's not really as important as what Brad Pitt's conundrum is during that time. And Brad Pitt's conundrum wasn't really emphasized as much as we want to. So we were still wondering what's happening, why is he like that? We weren't too much concerned with what's happening with Brad Pitt,
Mm.
with the how they developed it. So we just found out that okay, so he's just filling in. Carver was the one who killed White
Yeah.
Death's mom, a wife. So yeah, aside from that, I really love the movie. 3.7, 3.8, hanging around that. You know,
Mhm.
take out a little bit of the Thomas Tank Engine, it becomes 3.8.
Wow. So
Wow,
you
you.
both scored this film a little bit lower compared to The Gray Man.
Hey,
Uh,
it's even.
almost even.
How about you?
What did I score? What did I score, Graham?
3.8 for you. I think 3.6 for Bench.
Yeah. Okay.
So you both like The Gray Man more. So for me, I think I'm gonna give this movie one of the highest that I've scored for this 2022. I think will release this for 2023. I'm gonna give this 4.2.
Mm,
Yeah, one of the
okay.
highest, huh? I like the
Oh.
characters. Brad Pitt has been choosing the best films to star with in the last decade. He's 58 years old now. So I think
Wow.
he wants to be in good films where he gets to remember. I think this has a cult following
Yes.
in most
I think so.
That's it?
forums.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
didn't know
This
that.
bullet train and the memes are out there. The promotional materials. I always get Brad Pitt's face in YouTube and in social media, so I know this is gonna be big. So and also the plot. I like the plot of making you guess. In every 10 minutes, something new is gonna happen, making you think about movies like dark humors with making you guess is the in thing now for me. It's my new horror because I've been desensitized with the horror films as of late.
It's like the Murder in the Orient Express
Yeah,
thing,
so
something like that.
films like Nobody, if you've watched Nobody, John
Ah.
Wick, Red Notice, Gray Man
Mm-hmm.
as well, and this is a great lift for the streaming media. And let's leave Tom Cruise for the big theaters, for the cinema, and continue to make 2 to 3 hours films, which makes people stay in the platform longer. Because I think this film should have ended by the 90th minute. They just added the
Yeah, it's too long
30-minute part for the what's the name of the
for
Joey
Joey King.
King? Yeah, Joey King to die
Mm-hmm.
to finally complete the circle where all the bad guys dies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was too long. Wow, for me.
But
So
that
if
was satisfying. That was satisfying. Let's give it that.
yeah,
Maybe if we
but
remove all of
yeah,
the tank engine
yeah,
parts, it will
tank
be
whisperer.
Yes.
1 hour 30 minutes.
But the action is good. So I hope Netflix and other streaming platforms continue to churn out this type of films. Let's stop with the additional Star Wars lore in. It's too much. Let's make kind a new kind of films like this one, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people might hate me, and I know this going against my fandom, you know. So it's a refreshing. This movie
Yes.
is refreshing, break from all the MCU or superhero movies.
How
Yeah,
dare
I'm not
you?
saying I no
How
no I'm
dare
not saying I'm tired of it. I'm not saying I'm tired of superhero
How
movies.
dare
But
you?
it's
Even
fun.
though the
It's
last movie I saw is Thor. How dare you?
I'm just saying like
Yeah, I get your
it's
point.
That's right.
something that, you
Something
know,
new, right?
something
Yeah.
new. Yeah.
It came
I'm
from a
not
book, by the way.
discounting the superhero
Jones,
movies.
this came from a book, from a Japanese
Yes,
book.
exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
we're
mystery.
now on the post MCU tiredness part of our lives.
Fatigue, yeah, MCU
Yeah.
fatigue.
So we're like we got too many Marvel things to follow now. There's also movies and TV that do I have to watch this? So I get your point. Like we need more original ideas coming out. Maybe slow down on the multiverse stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think everything needs to be multiverse. Like one-offs are very much welcome. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get Bullet Train 2. I think it ended, right?
Yeah, I think we're
but we can do
Have
spin-offs.
spin-offs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have
Lemon
spin-offs.
and Tangerine, like it's like Hobbs and Shaw, you know.
no, wait, let's get something else. Like no more of the spin-offs. Let's put in someone on a boat and
Yeah.
have it a murder or an island. I don't know.
Brad Pitt as a ladybug once again.
Yeah, maybe more of his
Mhm.
explorations. Anyway,
So yeah, I think that ends with our scoring of the
Yep.
film. It's a go watch for both three of us.
Yep,
Yep.
yep,
It's
yep,
a
yep.
high
It's really high
score.
for you. I mean,
It's
it's
high, yeah.
something new. Yeah,
I'm a Brad Pitt fan, you know.
so that's why.
So, what do you think is the next film that we're gonna review? Knives
oh,
Out is out in Netflix,
yep,
so
I
I'm
saw
about to
it.
watch it.
Yeah, I was actually watching it earlier, but I fell asleep because
Go finish it.
it
It's a good
wasn't
watch.
because of the movie. It was not because of the movie. But yeah,
Is it
I'm
because
gonna
of life?
continue watching it. Yeah, because of life.
So let's do
I'm
that.
glad
Are we
it was the
gonna
last
do a
one.
recording on that one?
We can. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
up for it.
next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
All
Yeah.
right.
And the viewers, I mean, if you guys have any
Mhm.
suggestions of the on the new and upcoming movies, uh,
Leave a
let us
comment.
know. Yeah, leave a
Mm.
comment. Let us know. Donate in Patreon and send a message what movie you want us to review. You know.
We'll do a private podcast for you if you
Yeah. Oh,
What?
we're doing that now.
We're doing that now?
if they donate. Okay, I
Well,
think that
we
ends
can't
with our
argue.
podcast, guys. Do you have any last words
Go see the
before we
movie.
close?
Comment us what you think. Do you agree with us? Do you want Joms
Mhm.
to go ride a Shinkansen? And if you want, give us money so Joms can go to Japan as soon as possible.
Yeah, so I can ride a Shinkansen.
Yeah, just do that and then
Yeah.
go back to Narita Airport.
One,
That's a very
after
meaningful trip, you know.
Yeah.
a couple of hours, you made your way
Hmm.
halfway to Japan already.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think that ends. So give us a like, right? A comment, and
Yep.
we'll be
Like and
seeing you
subscribe. Follow.
Share this with
on the
your
next
mom.
one.
Yeah. Show this to your friends, to your family, and your teacher.
Play this in during the new year.
Hmm.
Yeah, this will be a cult classic.
Very
Everyone will
applicable.
be rewatching this film for years
Yep.
to come.
Bullet Train, good watch.
Yeah,
That's
this is
all.
Private Ryan saying goodbye and
Yep.
peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.